Hey everybody out there, it's Coach Dan Long with the Over 40 Protocol, and today I have Veronica. She's here with me because we've been having a heart-to-heart, and I thought I'd turn on this camera so that we could get this, because this stuff that she's saying to me is so powerful. Veronica is an inspiration to not only me as a coach, but to so many women in our gym that I can tell you, I thought it was important for you to hear some of her story. Now, Veronica, not only is she a mom, Veronica is turning 50 years old. You can only imagine the stories that she has. So I have some amazing questions for her today, and she's been willing to actually share this with you. So I think this could be very powerful, not only for her to get out, but to help the people around the world, because this is important when you hear real life scenarios from people like you. So thank you so much for being here with me today. So first thing, Veronica, what did you have a son?
Yes.
And how old is he?
19-year-old.
He's 19, and you just sent him
off to Florida State for baseball.
For baseball. Congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you.
So now, let's bring it back to when you had Chase. Mm-hmm. What did you go through, and what can you share that you felt at that time versus now fast forwarding, where now he's sent off to college, and what did your body and your mind go through? I mean, what did you feel?
Well, having Chase was my first pregnancy, so I had got a disease called toxemia, and what your body does is it blows up. You retain a lot of water. You know, me being tiny and small at 5 whatever, I was almost 170 at delivery. Wow. So it was he was induced. He was born early, still 9 pounds, and so I just remember after giving birth to him, you know, you wake up and you're already depressed because it's a lot of weight and water on you. And you don't even want to look in the mirror. You don't want anything to do with yourself. And you wake up and you think you're going to have your body back, and you don't. You still have the double chins. You still have the arms. You know, you still have a lot of water in you. So it took me years to even love myself again, really, to get that weight off naturally and the right way, instead of going on these diets or whatever. All those things they don't work.
So going back to those days,
mm-hmm.
were you fluent in exercising and eating properly?
Yes.
You were.
That's why we didn't even know. We never even heard. I was training till I had it.
Wow.
Every day with a trainer.
So the challenges were real.
Really, really, yes. It wasn't like I sat home and ate bonbons and ice cream all day. That's why we didn't understand. And so it was very, very hard.
Well, congrats to be here looking, I mean, she's almost 50 years old. She's turning 50 in months, and to look the way that you do, that's awesome, and it's a testament to why I'd say she's such a great inspiration. So let's talk about the food and the eating. You know, what happens when you eat a bonbon or a Twinkie or a ding dong?
It's not like the olden days. It's not like the olden days. You can eat all that food and you can burn it off in an hour. Now, that doesn't even exist. So how I do it myself at my age and my size and my height is I eat a very clean diet during the weekdays. You know, a lot of proteins, low carbs, everything like that. I just try to eat very healthy. And then I have my cheat day on Sunday, like a lot of people do. Yeah. That, you know, it's a very common thing. You have to have a reward, I believe, at the end of the week for all your, for what you've done during the week.
But you earn the reward.
Exactly. You have to earn it. You can't cheat.
Right.
And then at the end of the week, then you deserve it.
So, and with my coaching, I can tell exactly what she's saying here is that what I've always told all of my clients for over 20 plus years is you have to earn, like what she's saying, earn for Sunday. You know, you can't just take, meaning take food all in that's not healthy and not give something, right? I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, so how much do you have to give? I mean, how many minutes? How many minutes do you exercise?
I just start off, it just literally takes about 12 minutes.
That's
12 minutes every morning to get your body flowing, get up, have your coffee, do whatever you do, and just get your body going. That's all you need, just a jump start.
That's awesome.
That's what works.
So now, with you going from 35 to 40 into now almost 50, mm-hmm. Did you ever go through or going through now menopause?
Yeah, yes, I'm going through that actually right now. And so, yeah, that's
what
another.
What do you feel and what, I mean?
Well, I don't, it's hard. It's a depression thing. You wake up, you start gaining more weight. You don't know what's wrong with you. I never even really, I heard about it, but I really didn't know about it. I didn't really educate myself on it. So you go through, you're tired all the time, you're grumpy all the time, you're irritable, you're hot, you're sweaty, you have any motivation to do anything. And so you just have to get out of that somehow.
Wow.
You know, you really do. You have to look in the mirror and just say, okay, I'm going to do this for me, and that's what works. Like, you can't do it for anybody else. You just have to start working on yourself, because it's our age.
And exercise.
And everybody goes through it. And exercise and eating, it's a whole lifestyle that goes together.
It's helping you.
Of course.
Like tremendously?
Tremendously. All the water. I drink so much water, a gallon a day, if that. You know, I don't drink alcohol. Well, I do cheat, but not on the weekdays.
You gotta be honest.
We all have to cheat.
You gotta be honest, right?
I do have my Sunday
mimosas. Yeah.
So, and that's what, you know, that's what it's all about. Because I'll go out and be like, oh my gosh, you can. He said, like, you don't understand what I go through during the weekdays. You know, I'm a very good, clean. You know, I train all the time, and that's what it is. I'm allowed to have a reward, like anybody else.
Right, and you earned it.
And it works, and I earned it.
And you earned it. So let me ask you this, because I know there's a lot of viewers out there. How do you avoid the negative friends or friend? Because I know what I've been through in my time. How do you keep from that taking you into a place, that's not where you want to be, right? How do you prevent that from happening? What do you do? Do you have that friend? Or friends?
Yes, of course I do.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's like, your friends are who you are, and if your friends aren't happy, they don't really want you to be happy. And like I said, it's hard. It's not easy, but it's because we're all going through the same exact thing, so we can all relate as women. Right. You know, so what you need to do, like what I do, is I just try to keep everything positive. I can totally relate what they're going through, but you gotta just get them going. And just, explain to them, educate them. It's not about the diet pills. It's not about any of that kind of stuff you see on TV, the waistbands or the water. I've tried it all, and nothing works.
But what you do now.
Exactly, and this is what works. It's a lifestyle.
So that friend or friends, right? They really want it, but they don't want it bad enough.
They want it bad enough.
Right, they just don't want it bad enough, right?
Yeah.
It's an excuse.
You can make any excuse in the world. If you don't want it, and if you're not ready for it, it's like tomorrow, today, I have a headache, or I'm going to, I'm on my period, or I'm on medical, whatever it is. They'll make an excuse until finally, it's like, what do you have now? What do you have today? It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of those people wait until it's a huge wake-up call from either a doctor or your body reminding you, hey, guess what, your blood pressure's through the roof, or your cholesterol is jacked up, your triglycerides, whatever it may be. I've heard it all.
Yes.
I know you have too. That's the glory of being on this planet for over 40 years, 45, and now almost 50. It's like you hear it all and you see it all, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel that exact same thing from a lot of either family members and or spouses and or friends.
Exactly.
It's huge in that world. So again, congrats for being able to push through that and get to where you're at today. So you talked about exercise for 12 minutes. Where do you exercise? Can you exercise at home?
Oh my gosh, for sure, at home, anywhere. My God, watching TV, at the beach, just anywhere you are, you're gonna find, if you want it bad enough, you will find a way to do it. Yep. Even when I had my boot on my leg. When I had my boot for what, 2 months?
Yeah, so speaking of that, by the way, she's been walking around with a boot because she had plantar fasciitis, and if anybody knows, I've had that in my time. Plantar fasciitis is very painful, and look at her. She did not let that get in her way. Matter of fact, I saw her doing cardio with this boot on, okay? Because that is the dedication and the want to stay young that Veronica wants, right? She wants to look young, she wants to feel young, she wants to act young. And God bless you because you're doing that, and that's amazing. So just 12 minutes of exercise, and you can do that anywhere.
Anywhere.
Right, perfect. And then
what about my living room while I'm watching TV, just anything. If you don't have weights, grab anything, anything in the house. You can exercise. If there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
And I truly believe that.
Amen. Amen to that. And with eating, I heard you say that you have that cheat and you have those mimosas when you want on Sunday, right? Because it's a reward, right?
Of course.
So no working hard, no giving, no reward. So can you control that? Like if you don't, which I know you give. But if you didn't give, could you control from not going that cheat day to one more cheat day and one more cheat day? Because a lot of people cannot do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people turn one cheat day into, oh, I'll just have this the next day.
No.
And then before you know it, it's 7 days a week.
Because I've seen it. I know my body, and I know if I do too much, I'm the only one that's going to pay for it. Nobody else. You have to wake up in the morning and love everything about you. And there's always going to be things to fix. You're never going to be perfect. There's always going to be flaws. No one's perfect, but you just have to keep on trying. And the more cheat days you go, it just doesn't work that way.
Are you
need to stay focused.
I want to ask you, are you fitting into that dress that's been hiding in your closet right now? And are you fitting into those jeans or those pants that have been hiding in that drawer?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't own a scale.
I talk a lot about that.
I go by my clothes. That's exactly how I live. Because, you know, everyone says muscle weighs more than fat. And I've never owned a scale. I always just go by like the clothes that or I'll buy something sometimes a little bit smaller just because if I know I want to fit into that, but I fit in clothes that I've been having for years.
That's a great measurement. That's a great measurement.
That's what it is.
Not stepping on the scale, because people do that every day.
And I won't do it.
Yeah.
I did when I was younger, and I've always had weight problems, believe it or not, and it just didn't work. It's more depressing. A number's a number. You need to see how your body, you know, how you feel and what your body looks like. It doesn't matter about a number.
Yeah.
And that's what I believe in.
Good for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you. And good for her inspiring not only myself and a lot of women in our gym, but I hope the inspiration can carry through what we're doing here today, because I asked her if she'd just be willing to go on video with me to get this out to everybody. Listen, we are now over the over 40 protocol that we do and we coach, right? That we're talking about is 12 minutes. It's now over 380,000 people worldwide using this exact protocol. And with what the protocol that she's talking about, you know, because you're here with us today, there's a couple things that I want to ask of you out there as a viewer. One, if Veronica's story inspired you and it helped you in any way, please comment down below with anything that you'd like to say. We'd love to hear from you. Veronica wants to hear, because trust me, right? Because the motivation that not only I'm gonna get as a coach, but I know Veronica can get, inspire her, please. Give her some inspiration. Give her anything that you wanna say down in the comments below. Hit a like for us, hit a heart, hit a share if you love this information that Veronica spilled today, because I know it's not easy. And I know when you're putting your life out there for people to see, and for us, it's hundreds of thousands of viewers. It's the real deal.
It's real.
That's what it's really all about. And the most important thing is that with us is that the genuineness of how Veronica has gone through what she has to still triumph today. I hope it bleeds through this video, because I feel it, and we want to hear your comments down below. Now, because you're here with us, okay, I do have a surprise for you. Add a link that you're gonna see around this video. You can click it in just a second. Now, when you click that link, you're not only gonna see me, right? I'm 45 years old, living with my dream body. You're gonna see my wife, she's almost 42. She's living with her dream body with 3 amazing kids. You're gonna see my partner, and you're gonna see my great friend, Sean Hatzel. He is actually a ripped grandpa with 6-pack abs, believe it or not. And then his wife, she is 58 years old, and talk about menopause, she's gone through some things in her life where she beat out colon cancer using this protocol that I'm gonna introduce you to at this link, okay? And shocking doctors around the world. Now, if you are in anyone interest to be able to actually take Veronica as an example, I want you to click a link that you see around here now. It will take you to the over 40 protocol that you're gonna find what Veronica's talking about with the eating patterns that you should be moving, right, in the right directions. You should be exercising, and 12 minutes is simple. It's not that hard. And if you can incorporate that into your week, then you are gonna make us feel very excited, because that's why we took this time today. Veronica, thank you again for sharing. Thank you for having that heart-to-heart with me. I always have these conversations out there, everyone, and I never get a chance to get them on video. And today, I made a point to make sure that we stop, get this on video, so we can get it out. So thank you for being on this feed. Veronica, have an amazing day out there. Give us that love down below. Hit the link now, and we will see you on the next video.